What's the most ridiculous request you've made?
Uh,
Or you could just say, so what are some of these requests?
my most ridiculous request was probably when a guy told me that he was going to take me shopping on Rodeo.
Uh-huh.
And then I was like, okay, what's the budget? And he was like, 5,000. And I was like, oh, that's it? And he's like, oh, fine, hold on, give me a minute. And I was like, okay. And then he's like, okay, 10,000. And I was like, that's all? And then he's like, oh, okay, fine, 15. But like, that's it. And I was like, okay. And then we went shopping. And then I was like, oh, but like, I didn't get this. And he's like, oh, fine, let's go. And I was like, thank you.
Uh-huh.
Which, like, I don't know, is it my fault? He didn't know how to say no.
How much did you end up shopping?
How many what?
How much did you end up shopping for?
Well, that day, probably just over 15.
Uh-huh.
That day. Oops.